Hello, this is Biggie Mac 42, and this is Babble Royale. This is an alphabet challenge game where I was trying to win with each starting letter, and this particular game was my Q win. For those who aren't aware, Babble Royale is effectively Scrabble Fortnite, where you are in a 16-man lobby and trying to kill everyone else by making words to connect to them on a Scrabble board. The specific starting letter I picked of Q is probably the hardest letter in the alphabet to start with. Everyone else mostly starts with A because that's the default option for people who haven't purchased the season pass. But since I bought the game, I bought the lifetime pass, I wanted to give the developers something as a reward for how much awesome work they put into this game. Then I get to start with whatever letter I pick. And I picked Q, which is the worst. I dropped initially onto a rack refresh just in case my first set of letters didn't have anything I could build with Q, but fortunately there was AT on my board immediately, so I could start off with cat. And now I'm trying to figure out what to do with this player in yellow. I'm trying to be aggressive here. I want to get kills in the early game instead of just hide my way in the corner and survive to the end, because I like having a lot of money to purchase power-ups, to make longer words, to make cooler plays, so I really want to deal with these players. But yellow's pretty well defended, so I check my options and I decide I'm going to go in another direction. The player in purple hasn't moved much all game, so I figure they might be a pretty easy kill. And I'm using rack refreshes to cover some ground. My hope is that I can make two words one after another to kill, and I find them. There's good and eft. It's worth noting that a lot of the words here, I don't know what they mean. I know that they are strings that are accepted in word games. And that sort of approach comes from having played a lot of Ruzzle in the past, which is a Boggle app where you kind of swipe words and you get points if it's a word. You have 2 minutes to swipe as many words as you can. And so I learned that this string and that set of letters counts as a word. I don't know what they mean. I don't use these words in my day-to-day. But it really helps build the sort of knowledge that you can use to excel in these sort of games. So I use overload because I want a fresh set of tiles and I want to have a little more space around me. The overload mechanic in Babble Royale is extremely powerful. It lets you save power-ups for when you actually need them in combat, and overload just because you want a better sort of situation. But overload there was a mistake because I was on CH, which means if I get a consonant, I probably can't play it. So I got a Q, and I used that rack reload that I got at the beginning of the game, and I ended up on a D. So both of those suck, but fortunately I got an A next. I could play Da, and now I can start attacking yellow. But I don't find a pair of words that let me do that. So I drop down bed, which I can turn into a bed if I need to. I'm trying to think of, what do I play to get the win? And then they play a word instead. I see that their cursor is there, and they played, and I react. I find the word boa, and that's the kill. In this game, a lot of the attacking comes with the downside of opening yourself up to attacks from others. And if they had boa, they could have played it there as well, and they would have killed me, but I saw it and I had it. So I kind of benefit from being fast. I'm the top ranked player in the game at the moment, and a lot of that comes from word knowledge and being fast. But I know that once they have matches with custom lobbies, I'll end up playing with people who are total Scrabble professionals and get my butt handed to me. So it's a short-lived top, I imagine. Now I'm looking at how to take down this player in green, but I'm worried because they can attack me if they have a fast word, and I have to be a little bit unpredictable. I can play 3 words. I can do Ray here and then rat and tit, but that's slow enough that they might kill me before that. I wait until they have moved. And my option now is to bomb to get rid of some of their letters because the gray letter H there is preventing me from having much of an approach to them. But what I can do now that I have an E on my rack is bomb and play the E where that H was, and that's a kill. Also, I want to get rid of all of my tiles as often as I can to get a fresh set of tiles on my rack. But I'm worried now about the player above me, because if they bomb, they can probably play from their left and bridge down to me, and it looks like that's what they're thinking of doing. So I bomb and get Sado on them before they can do anything. And yeah, I'm also using emotes. I'm using Pog whenever I can, because that is an emote that you get from having earned a lot of golden coins and having the paid pass. And it's a bit of a flex, but it's definitely a Pog moment when I get such a cool kill. Now there's 5 of us left. The 4 others are around the corners of the hot zone, and I'm here in the middle. Not really the middle, I'm also kind of in a corner, but I'm trying to figure out who goes down next, and my eyes are on the player in the bottom right. There's a lot of empty space between us. I have some money because I haven't really been spending it on tile speed upgrades. I used to buy tile speed upgrades a lot, but now I feel like it's more useful to just save up money for power-ups in a pinch or for getting a lot of tiles so that I can reach pretty far. I notice I have TION on my board, which is a really good Scrabble word lengthener. I'm coming up with a play here, and this is going to be my best play of the game, I think. And I spot it. I need a bomb to play it, but I have ambition. And it leaves me with an E to finish the kill. Boom. Which leaves me in the hot zone, but I have enough health. I don't need to worry about moving that quickly. Although when I have only consonants on my board, it becomes an issue, so I do buy a vowel to get out of the hot zone. And I really want to move upwards. But my letters kind of force me to move downwards. Fortunately, the rack refill gives me an A, so I can hook onto the top with a liner and then find some word to save my sorry butt. There we go. I took a bit of health, and I don't have enough money to buy a medkit, but I am... If I really need it, I can probably go chase down a medkit from the board. But I'd rather get kills. And I spot a kill. With B, I can hook an O in front of it, and I have the word arrow on my board. And that's the kill. In this last player, though, I don't have a bomb. I can't buy a bomb. So it's going to be a rather difficult player to go and kill. If I level up, though, I'm very close to level 13. Then I can buy a bomb. But I might not need it. I use some of those S's that I've been saving up to make my board a little bit nicer, and then I get a random S as well. So I've got a lot of S's, but I don't know how to use them to get around to the player through the air in between us. So I come up with an interesting plan that goes around to the top. I could try to play off of I here now, with either AYE or EYE. But I don't see a word, and I figure it's more useful for me to surprise them than to try to play in the direction they're going. So around the top we go. I'm looking at train and thinking I could play trainee, but EG isn't a word, so I need to do something. I need to play some other word that ends EG to be able to get onto trainee. But the gears are turning. I have 3 S's, so I might as well use one. Trainee, Aga, Ale, and they put themselves there so I can play Loon. That was 4 word changes quickly. I don't think they could have really reacted to it, but what they did play was a grand opportunity for me. And yeah, that's a Q start. That was a Golden Royale Q start win with 7 kills, which I was super happy of. The whole Alphabet Challenge video is uploaded. It's like a 5-hour deal, but this game here was worth trimming out and making its own video because I felt like I played really well. I had ambition, I had trainee, I had so many cool plays, and I got 7 kills starting with Q. Thanks for watching.